Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Shady. You're in the zone. I appreciate you being here. Yesterday, I did a video on the horrific tragedy that happened in Boulder, Colorado over the weekend, where an undocumented illegal alien took Molotov cocktails and a homemade improvised flamethrower to a public park in Boulder and tried to set Jewish people on fire. Now, since the story broke, and it has become a national story, but since the story broke, we've been finding out some pretty interesting things about Mohammed. I'll call him Mohammed. I'm not going to give his full name on this video. I'm not going to give him that credit. I'm not going to give him his 5 minutes of fame. We're just going to call him Mohammed. But some very interesting details have come to light about Mohammed. First of all, Mohammed had been plotting this attack for over a year. He'd been scouting, he'd been looking for the perfect place, the perfect time to carry out this horrendous assault on these people. Mohammed was still in this country even though his visa had expired twice. Mohammed had attempted to buy a firearm and was denied. Okay? So, guess what, Governor Jared Polis? Guess what, Tom Sullivan? Guess what, Julie Gonzalez? Your universal background checks are working. But you know what? It's like I've said a million times. People don't need a firearm to go out and do massive amounts of damage to a group of people, as Mohammed proved. Because if you can't get a firearm, what are you going to do? You'll take a baseball bat, you'll take Molotov cocktails, you'll take rocks, you'll take a homemade a homemade flamethrower, and you will get the job done. If you have it in your psychotic head to do it, you will do it that way. So just because he was denied having a gun did not stop him from committing this horrible act of violence. You see, what Tom Sullivan, what Julie Gonzalez preached the entire time they were trying to pass bills like SB 25-003 was it's for the safety of the citizens of Colorado. We have cities like Denver, we have cities like Boulder, who have some of the strictest firearm restrictions in this country. And yet, this guy walked into a public park using what he could find to do what he needed to do. And remember, I said he'd been watching this for a year. He'd been setting this up. He'd been planning this for a year. If I'm going to go and I'm going to do massive amounts of damage to a group of people, I'm going to go to someplace like a school, like a public park, like a movie theater, where it's a no-gun zone. I'm going to go to a city like Denver or Boulder who have most restrictive gun laws, to where citizens are unarmed, where no one can defend themselves. I'm going to do that. And Jared Polis, people like Mayor Mike Johnson of Denver, they have opened up this state to these kind of people. They have opened up this state to gangbangers, to drug dealers, to rapists, to human traffickers, to terrorists like Muhammad. Muhammad plotted this for a year. He picked a park in Boulder where he knew there was going to be no citizen around with a firearm. He picked this place because he knew this was a soft target, easy pickings. You see, we have a perfect storm here in the state of Colorado. We have these people who are taking our rights, our God given constitutional rights to protect ourselves. They're taking those rights away from the citizens of this country, the citizens of this state. They're taking those rights away and they are opening their doors to criminals to come in, to kill people. Where does this end? When do you realize, as a voter, that backing these people and these crazy ideologies that they have, when are you going to realize how stupid that is? When are you going to come to your senses and say, this isn't right? It's like you open up your house to a bunch of people that you don't know, and you go to work and you come home and everything you've got is gone, and you wonder why that happened. You wonder why that you invite these people into your home, criminals into your home, into your state, murderers into your state, terrorists into your state, into your city. You invite these people in, you take away your citizens' right, your citizens' ability to protect themselves or others. And then you wonder, you stand there and you scratch your head like, how did this happen? You're an idiot. And you're an idiot if you vote for these people. This has got to stop. There are over 2 million illegals in this country, just like Mohammed. Nobody knows where they are. Nobody knows what they're doing. How many more of these people are in Boulder? How many more of these people are in Denver? How many more of these people are in Los Angeles, New York, Houston? And what are they plotting? What are they waiting on? Is it always going to be a lone wolf? You know, the terrorists that were responsible for 9/11, their visas had also expired. They didn't have firearms. They didn't cause mass amounts of death to the tune of something like 3,000 people using guns. They took what they could use and they did the most amount of damage with it. And we sit there and once again we scratch our heads and we wonder how this happened. This is how this happens. This is how this happens. You sit there and you think that you are so inclusive, that you are so kind, that you are so loving, that you're going to take anybody into your state, anybody into your town, and you're going to protect these people. In the meantime, ICE, Homeland Security, are doing the best that they can to try to keep the citizens of this country safe. And you stand there and you block them. And then when Mohammed goes to the park and tries to burn Israeli Jewish people alive, you scratch your head and you wonder. You actually are that freaking stupid that you scratch your head and you wonder how this happened. I said yesterday that the blood of innocence is on Jared Polis's hands. It's not just Polis. It's Mike Johnson. It's Tom Sullivan. It's Julie Gonzalez. It's all these anti-gun, anti-Second Amendment people that are out there. And the citizens of this state, you sit there and you blindly follow these people and you just nod your head and go, yep, that's right. It's going to keep everybody safe. It didn't keep too many damn people safe in that park in Boulder, did it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but this infuriates me that these people running this state, that these people that are waving this banner, these people that are inviting these criminals, these murderers, these terrorists into our state, it infuriates me that they can stand there and say, well, we're going to take your right, your way to defend yourself away from you, but we're going to bring murderers and rapists and terrorists into the state to kill you. It infuriates me that you out there, that you vote for these people, that you back these people, that you condone these people, that you come to their defense when somebody disagrees with them, when somebody states the obvious facts of what's going on. You come to these people's defense, and this has got to stop. It has got to stop. Colorado, and not just Colorado, but the rest of this country, but Colorado, you need to wake up. You seriously need to wake up instead of taking every word out of these people's mouths as true fact gospel. You need to wake up. You need to realize exactly what is going on. And you need to start voting these people out. And I'm sorry, my blood pressure just went way up. But that had to be said. Because when you create a perfect storm, when you combine everything that these terrorists, that these murderers need to carry out these vicious acts on citizens, and you sit there and you still have the audacity to stand in front of people and say that you did the right thing, that you made this state safer. You fell down and hit your damn head on a rock, is what you did. And I'm sorry this is a rant, and I'm sorry that I am going off, but folks, we need to pump the brakes, slow this down, and look at what's happening to this country right now, to this state, Colorado. Colorado used to be a beautiful state, not just the scenery. This was a great place to live. When I moved here in 1993, this place was wonderful. And I have watched over the years as we have swirled down the toilet into a cesspool, just a cesspool. And it's not just guns, it's not just illegals, it's a whole variety of things that these liberal socialists are doing in this state. And now we're starting to see these people sowing what they have been reaping. Guys, listen to me. Let me take just a little bit of a breath here and listen to me. There is a way to be compassionate to people. There is a way to be kind to people. That does not necessarily mean that you invite a human trafficker into your state, that you invite a drug dealer into your state, that you invite a terrorist into your state, and then you coddle them like the mainstream media coddles them. That's not the way to do it, y'all. It's not. Seriously, we need to wake up. We need to look around us at reality, not this fantasy world that these progressive liberal socialists have created in their mind. We need to look at the cold, hard facts about what is going on, because this is going to get more and more and more frequent until we put an end to it, until we stop it. And when I see people like Johnston, when I see people like these other mayors and governors who are fighting back against ICE, who are fighting back against Homeland Security, who are trying to protect us, who are trying to take care of the citizens of this country by getting rid of people like Mohammed, I see that and I cannot comprehend it, because I look at the really real world and not some fantasy place that people like Jared Polis make up in their minds and then push it out there to their gas-lit supporters. Y'all, the things that are going on right now disgust me to the core. The things that the incident in Seattle where Antifa attacked a Christian group. This incident in Boulder where this terrorist tried to kill as many elderly Jewish people as he could with what he had. One of the ladies in this group was 80 something years old. She had survived the Holocaust. She had avoided the ovens. She had come to this country because this was America. This was a place where she could be safe. She came to this country, and yes, I'm sorry, excuse me. She came to this country to avoid all that, only to have this inhuman terrorist try to burn her alive in the middle of the street. Listen, listen, listen. Look at what's going on. This has got to stop. And yeah, you know what? I teared up just a little bit when I was talking about that lady because it hurts. It hurts my heart that someone came to this country to avoid what she came to this country to avoid, to get away from a fascist dictatorship, only to have that evil follow her here when she is in her 80s, frail, unable to defend herself. That evil follows her here and tries to take her out. In America, the land of the free, the home of the brave. Folks, if we do not stop this, this could very well be the end of our nation as we know it. The liberals love to throw around that saying that this is a threat to democracy, that this is the end of democracy, while the entire time they are the ones that are pushing things like this that will be the end of our country, the end of our democracy. Till the next time, y'all, take care of yourselves and each other. God bless you. And stay shady.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. And these shields, boys!